it's a quartet. And there's been a lot of talk about the ages and how, like, the ages of the characters on And Just Like That, the Sex and the City sequel, are the same ages now as the Golden Girls were supposed to be then. But here's the thing, like, this is a template. Like, forget just Sex and the City. Like, you could go to Girls, you could go, like, this idea of a quartet of women. Like, can we like map the Golden Girls to like Sex and the City characters? Like, Rose is obviously Charlotte.
Yeah.
Blanche is obviously Samantha. I don't know how you would do Dorothy and Sophia versus Carrie and Miranda.
I mean, yeah, I was gonna say, well, yeah, that's the hard one because I would say Dorothy is definitely the Miranda. Um, Sophia's the hard one there, right? Because
And then Carrie, right? Yeah, yeah.
because honestly,
It doesn't quite
Carrie
fit.
could
And
be the
then
Blanche in some
even like,
ways too, yeah, but it's hard.
and you could do the same thing for Girls, or the quartet or whatever. But like, um, I I was trying hard to think of quartets, not even like just of female characters, like thinking of quartets like of even like Stand By Me or something like that. But like, is there some sort of like golden mean of the idea of the straight person in terms of like the raising the eyebrow, the straight man in comedy, the Saint Olaf goofy person, like, is there some sort of like golden sort of balance here in terms of characters that they hit on, that people have done for years now?
Yeah, no, I think there definitely is, and I don't know. I wouldn't say it originated with Golden Girls because I think you could probably make similar things with the Mary Tyler Moore Show, and maybe even going back to like I Love Lucy, right, which was also for characters. But
Yes.
and you
Right.
definitely did have obviously kind of like the straight man there was a little bit different of a role. They were all kind of cartoons to a certain extent. Desi, I guess, was probably the closest, but. I do think that something, especially about women, like particularly like people have made the Sex and the City comparisons many times. Hot in Cleveland, which Betty White was on, was very much a kind of a idea taking the Golden Girls motif, but applying it to actresses who had been on TV in the 80s and 90s and updating that kind of concept. But I think that Girls, I mean, that's a really interesting one because I think you're exactly right, like it just having kind of these four personalities that can fit these other ways. But even to your point, like Seinfeld, you mentioned like who's the Kramer, right? Like Seinfeld in many ways like, isn't that different of a show. Sensibility wise, it's very different, but it's not that different of a show in terms of how the characters kind of interact with one another than the Golden Girls.